Hello and welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to do another feeding demonstration. Now fingers crossed I get more action out of my African butterfly fish today than I have on the last video. They haven't been fed for a couple of days, so I'm hoping that they're going to be hungry and I get some really nice hunting action out of them and feeding action out of them. So the last time I fed them, which was the day after I tried doing the feeding demonstration with them. Now, the male was nibbling on. I'm assuming I've got a male. I know I've got a female. I'm assuming I've got a male as well. He did have a bit of a nibble on a cricket, but wasn't overly interested. Put some in there and they were still in there the next morning, so they weren't that hungry. Now I do have some new fish in here as well, so I have a total of 26 in here now. So you will learn about each of the new ones going in here in my fish update video. So yeah, let's try feeding them. So you will see I have also got a brand new Pakistani loach, and as you're about to witness, she is huge. She is gigantic. She is very big. She's bigger than Houdini, and she is looking very much pregnant. She's got a belly full of eggs by the looks of it. So you can just see her. She's stirred up a lot of the bottom of the water as well, hence why it looks quite cloudy. There's one of the new fish. It's a orange tiger barb. Here is the new female Pakistani loach, and as you can see, very big compared to my male, which is around the tank somewhere. But since I've put her in there, he's barely left her alone. So there's my male, there's Houdini. So she has found a couple of little hidey holes, but when she comes down, he chases her around the tank like a little lost puppy. So barely leaves her alone. But the tank does look quite green, and that's because of all of this. Now I have taken a lot of it out because it was quite overgrown, so I've got a bucket full of it. So if you look at my female compared to my male's disappeared back down to the bottom. So there he is. But if you look at them together compared to the female, the male is quite small. But male fish do tend to be a lot bigger than the females. Here's another one under certain light. These ones are absolutely gorgeous. So this is one of my paradise fish. Brand new, but under this tank light at the moment with all the duckweed on the top, is making my tank look very green, which I am not happy about. I have taken quite a lot out. As you can see up there are now giant gaps, which might make it a little bit easier to feed the African butterfly fish. So let's give this a go. So I don't know where. There's one. It's looking. It doesn't look like green in person, but on camera it looks very green. No, I don't have background light on. But here's one of them. They're absolutely gorgeous. These are still juveniles. They've got a bit of growing to do. So this is one of my blue paradise fish. So these will grow a lot bigger than this, and they will go a very vibrant blue and red colour. They're absolutely stunning. So if you look them up on Google, you'll be able to see what their coloration is as an adult. You can see a little bit of like the red coming out in this one with the blue stripes. So these are still juveniles. I've got some gorgeous green tiger barbs in the back, and a beautiful little orange tiger barbs. So, and then I've got another little female hiding in the back with all the action going on between these two. It's, well, she's kind of hiding at the moment. So one of them, like, the male of the specific species that I'm on about, I've got a female. The males can get quite aggressive, especially when it comes to protecting their young. So the females, I'll explain more in the fish update video as well. So they will leave like the other fish alone. They will keep pretty much themselves to themselves, as in the case of my little female, which is hiding down there. You might be able to see her reflection. So that is a 3-spotted female Grommy, and I know it's female because they're quite easy to sex. So with the females, the anal fin is rounded at the tips, whereas with the males they're more pointed. She's got rounded tips, so that means she's a female. So female up her as well. She seems to be hiding with the clown loach, or with the smaller of the two. Right, I think I've chatted enough about them, but you can just see her hiding down there a little bit. But hopefully she'll come out to feed. So I do want to get a male. I do want to get a couple of gold ones as well, or maybe some blues. Get a breeding pair of those. But the males can be quite aggressive towards other fish when it comes to breeding. But I will explain that in my other video as well on all of that. But she seems overly happy, but they can get quite timid as well with other more aggressive fish. Now, because Houdini's chasing the female around the tank and won't leave her alone for 5 minutes, it's kind of made my female Grommy, who I've not named yet, quite shy, quite timid, so she's just hiding in the back of the Dragon Rockscape at the moment. So, as I am going to attempt a feeding demo on these gorgeous fish. So you can just see I have pulled a lot out that was all covered, and you can see I've got about 7 handfuls of that out of here. So I will be putting some of those into the other tanks when I eventually set them up. But I'm going to be doing a tank clean in the morning because it is long overdue. I've not done it in a couple of weeks. Well, I've not done it in more than a couple of weeks, but yeah. So I'm going to try them with these, which is live bloodworm. They are quite large as well. So, ooh, looks like they were maybe spawning. They have been doing that since I put her in there, since they've realised that there's another female in there. A very obviously gravid female, if that is the correct term for a fish with a belly full of eggs. So he has been chasing her around like a little lost puppy since she's been in there. So he did lose his mate, thanks to, as I've already said in the past, EDF energy cutting off my electric supply. So my female did die, or my previous female did die. Let me make that a little bit bigger actually. Wow, they stink. so I'm gonna put them all in there at once. I'll try and see if they do feed. It doesn't seem to be. Oh, there we go. My one's just eaten. I've got one up there eating. That one that's more interested in the bag. I want to go and get the ones down the bottom, love. Right. I'll just try and... Oh. I've got that one that's mentioned on that. So... So I've got all of that down there. Alright, to have to put some flakes in there as well for some of the mid swimmers. They do seem to be quite okay, but as long as she eats something big, a very pregnant female, which is down there, the male's down there, and then my Grommy's at the back there, and I want him to eat some as well. But whether or not she actually does come out and eat remains to be seen, because there's a lot of live bloodworm down there. I think that one's gone down. There we go. They're eating as well. It's good to see. I don't know if I've got any live ones floating at the surface. That one's very red-faced. They are all actively hunting. I want her to bloody come out and eat as well. But right now she's not. Because the Pakistani loaches are being very lively. I don't know what he's doing. He's not even going to let her eat, is he? Keeps chasing her around. Nope, little couple of catfishes coming out. Well, these seem to be the same size as the killie loaches, so I don't know. I'll do a feeding demo in a minute of the two up there. See one there, and the other one is, or was there, I don't know where they've gone. I need to sort that out as well, because that's overgrown quite a bit. Right, where's the other one? I do still have 2 in there. And I did see one. Well, I did see the other one. There's that one. And I'm not sure where the other one's disappeared to. Let's see if hidden. Huh. That's weird. She was in there. No, I've not taken her out with any of the duckweed. At least I don't think I have. No, not that I can see. Hold on. No, she's not in there. She might have come down to the middle or to the bottom to hide. I don't know. And she does sometimes come down a little bit lower, which is very unusual for their species because they don't usually do that, the top dwellers. But, I don't know. I don't think that one's gonna fucking survive if she doesn't eat. Every meal time it's the same. She always disappears. And it's a nightmare to try and find her. These all seem to be mentioned on these ones down the bottom quite nicely. Alright, don't be greedy, Houdini. There's plenty in there. Tigers seem to have voracious appetites. I've got 2 bags. This one's reminds me of the don't particularly want to be putting my hand in there. I'm searching around to try and find her. Because the last time that happened, she was actually right under my nose. Two, three, 4. Right. Killie loaches are in there somewhere. Well, there's 2. They seem to be hiding at the moment. And for them, I think 1 bloodworm will satisfy 1 loach for quite a while. If the little white guy actually comes out and actually hunts. I don't know where my female is though. That one's trying to berry. Don't want it to berry. I want my female to eat as well. Some of these look like they're trying to bury themselves. Into pretty much anything and everything, but there's not going to be much for them to bloody eat. So I don't feed bloodworm. Oh, a couple of catfishes coming in. I'm just about to see him there. There he is. Someone's just got another there. Oh, unwrappable catfish has just pinched it. There we go. So I'm dealing with that at the moment. I need to get all of that out of the tank actually. Another one that's got one in his mouth. I'm taking a nibble. They're going to be fat at some point, but I want my female to eat some because he's already eaten. Another one that's happily munching there. I don't know where. Who one is? Killy Loach has just come out. So they're all actively hunting. I'm getting them. So I just don't pinch the ones from the top. If they floated to the bloody surface, leave them up there for the others to eat. I won't keep spitting it out and pulling it back in. Hoping the Pakistani Loach will eat. He's left her alone for a bit. I'm not sure where she is actually. But I'm not sure. Where the other African butterfly fish is. So I can't see him. Okay. Not one of my paradise fish up there. I think that might be one of my females. It's weird not seeing the other one. I know I've not pulled them out of the tank by accident with the duckweed, or I'd been able to feel it. Feel him or her move. The Pakistani Loach is hiding with the clown loach. And there's a paradise fish down there that's munching on bloodworm. But I want my female to eat something. I want my 2 clown loaches to eat. And oh, there's the other one. It's up there. Hiding, very well camouflaged, a cheeky, sneaky little thing. There, we've got. Oh, we've got some hunting behaviour behind there. That one's just eating one. Or eating a bit of it anyway, I think. Poking his head out. I might poke my hand in there and pop a couple at the back. See if I can get my Grommy to eat. I'll pop some at the back for my Grommy, and I might pop some down the back for the 3 other loaches. I've got a killie loach there that looks like it's trying to get a hold of that one by the head. Or actually by the tail, by the looks of it. You got the wrong end, love. No, that's the tail end. You want the head end. One's trying to... Oh. Looks like my killie loach has just been bitten by one of the... bloodworms. Just trying to get it by the tail, but it's not having any of it. It's having a good old fight there. It's nearly as big as them. Well, these bloodworms are nearly as big as my killie loaches. I don't think the killies would actively hunt them because of the size. But there's a few that are more manageable. There's like that one that's trying to bury itself in the substrate. I've got one there as well. So I've got one there and I've got one there. It's trying to snag one. The action's all happening behind that. You can see a little bit of movement. Flashes of orange. But right. They're quite voracious. But Pakistani loach doesn't seem to be overly interested anymore. So I might drop my feeding tongs in and see if I can get him to actively feed. He's not going to let her feed. He's still trying his hand at one. It's a better, clearer view than it is on my other phone. Oh, they're still at it. You won't leave her alone for 5 bloody seconds. You can just see the reflection of my Grommy hiding in the back. I do want her to come out and actually eat something, and I want my female Pakistani loach to eat something as well. But I don't know. Right. Stick some at the back, but I want her to actively eat something. And considering the fact she's going to the top quite a lot as well, I might pop a couple of crickets in for her and see if she actually goes for them. I'll pop some Mario worms at the back, mealworms at the back for my Grommy as well. So I don't really want to open up another pack right now of the bloodworm. I've got another pack up there, but I've also got frozen bloodworm and a mixture of other stuff as well, Mysis shrimp, mosquito larvae, etc, etc. So it's not like they're ever